Could Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 Air have just leaked through something as simple as a wallpaper? That's what many believe after a surprising discovery in the second developer beta of iOS 26, a new version of Apple's famous clownfish wallpaper was found. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't just the nostalgic image, it was the resolution. Listed as 420 by 912 at 3x, that translates to 2736 by 1260 pixels. What makes this important is that no current iPhone model uses this resolution. And when you line it up with previous leaks, especially a detailed prediction from well-known analyst Ming-Chi in July 2024, things get really interesting. Back then, Kwa said Apple was working on a new iPhone model, first called the iPhone 17 Slim, now widely referred to as the iPhone 17 Air, and that it would feature a display resolution of 2740 by 1260 pixels and measure 6.6 inches diagonally. That's just a tiny 4-pixel difference from what was found in this wallpaper, suggesting that Apple may be testing that exact screen in its internal development. This isn't the first time iOS beta versions have hinted at upcoming products. In fact, the first iOS 18.6 developer beta earlier this year included a new Apple logo resolution that's now believed to be for an upcoming Home Hub product. Apple often slips in clues before announcements, sometimes on purpose, sometimes by accident. That means this wallpaper resolution could be more than just a placeholder. It might be our first technical confirmation of the iPhone 17 Air's display size, but there's more to the story. The iPhone 17 Air isn't just about being slim, it could also pack impressive display technology. Some rumors say it will support ProMotion, which would bring a 120Hz refresh rate to the base iPhone model for the first time, allowing smoother scrolling and better performance in games and animations. Other sources suggest the device might use a new M14 OLED panel, said to be 30% brighter than the screens on the iPhone 16 lineup. That extra brightness would help users see the display more clearly in bright daylight, and it could also improve contrast and color accuracy. Internally, the iPhone 17 Air is expected to use the A18 Bionic chip, offering faster speeds and better efficiency. This would likely translate to improved performance across apps and games, as well as longer battery life, though we still don't know the exact battery size in mAh. Since the model is expected to be thinner than other iPhones, battery capacity may be slightly lower than Pro models, but Apple usually balances this with smart software and power-efficient chips. The physical design is also expected to change, with slimmer bezels and a lighter build, making the iPhone 17 Air feel more premium and modern. Apple's goal seems to be creating a phone that feels different from both the regular and Pro models, offering something sleek and new without cutting back too much on features. And now, with this new wallpaper detail matching up closely with Kuo's previous claims, it feels more likely than ever that this model is real and getting close to launch. While Apple hasn't officially confirmed anything yet, these little pieces of information, like a wallpaper resolution that doesn't match any existing phone, are often the first clues. When enough of them align, they start to form a clear picture. So if you've been waiting for a thinner, brighter, and more modern iPhone with a larger screen and smooth performance, the iPhone 17 Air might be just what you're looking for. As we get closer to the official announcement this fall, more leaks are sure to surface. If you want to stay updated on every development, like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any updates about Apple's upcoming releases.
Battery life has always been one of the most talked about issues with smartphones, especially when it comes to Samsung. But now, there's word that Samsung might finally be taking a real step toward solving it. According to a new report out of South Korea, the company is working on a battery upgrade that could bring meaningful changes to future Galaxy phones. It's not the futuristic battery technology everyone's been waiting for, but it's still a move in the right direction. The update involves a new component known as SUS-CAN. It's made from stainless steel and was developed by Samsung SDI, which is Samsung's own battery manufacturing arm. While this isn't the advanced silicon carbon battery tech that's been making headlines recently, SUS-CAN does have some strong points. It allows for higher energy density, which means more power can be stored in the same physical space. It also offers faster charging speeds and helps reduce the risk of battery swelling, something many users complain about after long-term use. To break it down simply, your phone could charge more quickly, and the battery could remain in better health over time. That alone would be a big improvement for many users who are tired of plugging in their phones halfway through the day or watching the battery percentage drop too fast. However, Samsung isn't the first to use this technology. Apple has already introduced SUS-CAN in the iPhone 16 Pro Max, so instead of being ahead of the curve, Samsung now finds itself trying to catch up, something that has frustrated a lot of its longtime fans. What many were hoping for was a leap towards silicon carbon batteries. These have been getting attention lately because they offer large capacities and smaller designs. For example, the OnePlus 13T uses a silicon carbon battery that holds 6,200 mAh, all packed into a relatively slim body. That's something Samsung's current phones, which still use regular lithium-ion batteries, just can't compete with right now. Even foldable phones from other brands like the Oppo Find N5 are already taking advantage of silicon carbon tech to fit bigger batteries into thin frames. Meanwhile, Samsung's newer devices like the Galaxy S25 Edge haven't moved past traditional battery solutions, offering only small upgrades from past models. So why is Samsung holding back from switching to the newer tech? It seems they're being cautious. SUS-CAN is likely easier and more stable to mass produce. It may not be groundbreaking, but it's more practical for large-scale rollout. For a company like Samsung, which releases a wide range of models each year, this might be a safer option while they continue working on the next big leap. There's no official release date yet for phones with SUS-CAN batteries, but insiders suggest that Samsung is making steady progress. If things go well, we could see this tech debut in the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7 or possibly the Galaxy S26 series. This would be especially helpful for foldables, which often struggle with battery life due to their large displays and power-hungry features. Of course, this still leaves some people feeling let down. Samsung used to be at the forefront of battery innovation, but lately it seems like they're falling behind. That said, any improvement is still worth noting, especially if it means phones will charge faster and batteries will last longer. SUS-CAN might not be the major breakthrough people we're hoping for, but it's still progress. And if Samsung gets this right, it could lay the groundwork for adopting more advanced battery tech in the near future. Imagine a Galaxy phone with a slim body, fast charging, and a battery that easily lasts all day. That's the kind of upgrade users really want. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Ever wondered what cool stuff you might be missing on your Samsung phone after the One UI 7.0 update?